good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant analysis after a Thanksgiving Day. The Charlotte Hornets came up a little short against the New York Knicks. Musa with the finish around the paint, followed by Brandon Miller free throws, and they just was trying to find a way to get back in this game. And Diabate with the dunk to keep the game interesting. And they just ran out of time after Josh Green made a three. It rolled around the basket until the clock was all gone, making it a 1 point lead because it took forever for that shot to go down. And it took the rest of the clock. And that was the help that the Knicks needed because they didn't have to do nothing after that because they already had the lead because of Jalen Brunson free throws. And that was the finishing touches that they needed to be able to win this game. They win at 99-98. The Hornets 6-13 now. The Knicks 11-8, 3 games above 500 again. Charlotte did start the game off very well offensively and defensively with a 23-15 first quarter. They lost it in the second quarter, 31-26. And then because of a 25-23 third quarter in favor of the Knicks. And then the Knicks actually outscored them again, 28-26 in the fourth quarter. So they lost 3 quarters in a row, which ultimately was their demise and why they couldn't win this game. And the Knicks did what they had to do to get the job done defensively and offensively. Both teams was held under 100 points, which has been something that's been a little bit common in the last couple of weeks for certain teams. But it is something that is reality. Mikal Bridges, 8 points, minus 14, and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from 3, 3 of 10 from the field. Still not being that consistent scorer that they need him to be. He's not really shooting the 3 ball that great, not really scoring all that great either. But, you know, he's still doing what he can do. And this is a make or miss league. And this is a point where you did just enough to get the win because it's a team effort. And you would take it just because of that. OG Anunoby did the same type of game. 3 of 11 made, took 1 more shot than Mikal Bridges. But he was 0 of 4 from 3 instead of 1 of 4. 2 of 2 from the free throw line also. 4 rebounds. 1 of them was offensive. He did have 2 blocks. 4 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, plus 3 and plus minus 8 points. Both of their wing players didn't score in double digits besides Josh Hart, who did score in double digits. He had 13, plus 1 and plus minus, 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 5 assists, 12 rebounds. So a double-double for him. 4 of them was offensive out of that 12 rebounds. 1 of 4 from the 3-point line, 6 of 12 from the field. So he shot the same almost from 3 as OG and Mikal, but he shot overall better from the field because his hustle play style, trying to find other ways to get points, even if it's a putback. Karl Anthony Towns, 19 points, plus 5 and plus minus, 4 personal fouls. He did have 6 turnovers, put him in some tough situations for his decision-making ability. 2 blocks, 1 steal, 5 assists, 12 rebounds. 4 of them was offensive rebounds. 1 of them from the free throw line, 2 of 5 from 3, 8 of 16 from the field. And Jalen Brunson carried this team offensively tonight for the most part. 31 points, 4 personal fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 block, 1 steal, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 9 of 12 from the free throw line, 4 of 6 from 3, 9 of 18 from the field. Jericho Sims, 8 minutes. Zeros across the board, which is rare that you play that many minutes and didn't really do anything. But he was a minus 1 and plus minus, and that's about it. Cameron Payne, CP, 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, plus 7 and plus minus 6 points. Miles McBride is usually their best bench player this season, and he was able to do it this night. 14 points, plus 4 and plus minus, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 5 from 3, 5 of 9 from the field. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision ultimately, or they was already ruled out because of an injury that we already knew about. 36 of 81, 44% from the field, 12 of 32, 35% from three, 15 to 19, 78% from the free throw line, 44 rebounds, 20 assists, 7 steals, 5 blocks, 19 turnovers, and 19 personal fouls as a team. And then the Charlotte Hornets, they flew, they soared, they glided, they hovered in this game because it was just a back and forth game after a while to see who was going to get enough shots to fall down to create a gap or a cushion to be able to win this game. And the Knicks was a team that was able to do it. And the Hornets, they fought into the last shot. It just wasn't enough time for them to be able to win this game, unfortunately. But Musa, 6 points, -6 and plus minus for personal fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 block, 1 assist. He did have 11 rebounds. 5 of them was offensive rebounds. 0-3 from the free throw line, 3 or 4 from the field. Brandon Miller did get to 20, but he took 25 shots to do it. +6 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, 6 turnovers. He did have 3 blocks and a steal, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. 4 of them was offensive, 4-4 from the free throw line. 2 of 11 from 3. Can't really shoot threes like that, and you're struggling. You got to kind of figure out another way to score. 7 of 25 from the field. That's a lot of shots tonight, but they kind of needed him to do it because they didn't have LaMelo Ball. Salon, you can call him, my bad. Salon, 14 points, -4 and plus minus for personal fouls, 1 turnover, 1 assist, 8 rebounds. 1 was offensive, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 of 10 from 3, 4 of 11 from the field. Josh Green, 15 points, -1 and plus minus for personal fouls, 2 steals, 3 assists, 1 rebound. It was offensive, 3 of 7 from the 3-point line, 6 of 12 from the field. And Micic, 9 points, -6 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 2 turnovers, 8 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 5 from 3, 3 of 10 from the field. Taj Gibson didn't start tonight, but he did ended up playing 11 minutes, 0 points, +5 and plus minus, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, all 1 from the field. Cody Martin helped a little bit, 9 points, +6 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 1 was steal, 1 block, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 2 of 6 from 3, 2 of 7 from the field. Seth Curry, 6 points, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 1 rebound, 3 or 4 from the field. Nick Smith Jr., 8 points, -7 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 1 assist, 2 or 3 from the 3-point line, 3 or 5 from the field. KJ Simpson, 11 points, the only guy in double figures for the Charlotte Hornets off the bench, +2 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, 1 turnover, 1 block, 2 steals, 2 assists, 1 rebound. It was offensive, 1 of 5 from 3, 5 of 10 from the field. Just a great game from him tonight outside of the 3-point shooting. 3 of 6, 36 of 89, 40% from the field, 15 of 47, 31% from 3, and 11 of 15 from the free throw line, 73%. 39 rebounds, 25 assists, 8 steals, 6 blocks, 13 turnovers, 19 personal fouls, and 98 points. And Miles McBride actually was the only player in double figures off the bench for the New York Knicks, for the people that wanted to know. Other than that, this was a quality game that really had some good back and forth and some good, competitive juices that was going. And I like what I seen out of both of these teams. Even though they are still dealing with injuries, they knew that this was going to be an interesting game. I think the Knicks kind of play down to their opponent. There's no way, no LaMelo Ball and only Brandon Miller, no Miles Bridges, no Mark Williams. Should you be having a game this close and barely pulling it out in the end? It just shows you that the Knicks are far from being a contender than we thought that they would be. Not just because of that, but because they doing this the entire season and they're not really beating the best teams in the league either. Even though you still want to be a playoff team to see what happens, to see what matchups you get, to see how you can find a way to navigate, those matchups. It always does make sense to just play the game and play it like it's a different game, because all of the games are. And that's the mentality that Tom Thibodeau and them have to have. Is this is what was in front of us. This is what we have to do to win. As long as we get the win, we can move forward and we can try to get better each and every game and try to understand our games and our roles each and every game and try to build up our consistency each and every game by playing with each other and playing together. Other than that, this team has really been a team that you really see that they should be more, they should be doing more, they should be more dominant than they really are, but they just ain't. They just ain't. And I can see why the Knicks fans are a little disappointed because they felt this team would be a whole lot better than they really are. And I'm not going to say they're terrible. They're 11-8. They out of the worry zone. They finally getting back almost fully healthy almost. And this could be that time to start building up that resume and start building up the team success and start showing that you really are the team that people believed in as the season continues to go forward. But we have to see on that. It's not a guarantee. It's not a for sure thing. It's not a forever thing. But it is something that, as a fan of basketball, I do want to see because a lot of people said this is going to be the Celtics kryptonite. And as a Celtics fan, and as the fact that we beat y'all already this season, it wasn't really that difficult. That's going to be a matchup that people are going to want to see again to make sure we can test the Knicks versus the Celtics and see if they really got the size and the length and the scoring and the unstoppable duo of Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. Will that be enough to be able to compete with the Celtics? I don't really see it, especially since Porzingis is back healthy. But fans gonna talk themselves into whatever they believe, and sometimes the delusion and sometimes the bias can get the best of an NBA fan or fans in general. So at least we showing that we can beat anybody, and we've been proving that basically the entire year. The Knicks are been a little bit hot and a little bit of cold, which they should, because their first season together is their first time playing against the best teams together, and they didn't really have too much time to figure these things out. And we will just see based off how this team continues to build and continues to put this, record together, season together, and have their first playoff season together. And then we really can judge them in the 25-26 season if they really made the right decisions with the trades and committing to this type of roster where these are the type of guys that you want to around Jalen Brunson athletically and defensively and scoring wise, especially when it comes to Karl Anthony Towns. But it also shows you that they're not an elite team with Jalen Brunson being their best engine player and Towns being a defensive foundation for them. But you have to take what you can get. You have to get what you can take and not complain and whine about it because they're in a way better situation than they were in before, especially when it comes to talent. It's just not enough to beat the other teams in the league yet. And we'll see if they can continue to add to this team and subtract the only pieces that they really don't need and cut a little bit of that fat and really be a 8 to 9 man rotation team, which they kind of are when you add in Mitchell Robinson and guys like that. We just got to see them perform and see how they fit on this roster because we haven't really seen it yet this season. But those guys are huge producers when it comes to playing the game and having a role. And I think that will even keep Towns out of foul trouble and keep him fresh for especially the fourth quarter. So it makes sense. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do NBA content only, and I also do conversation videos like this. I do breakdown player footage of legends, current players, rookies, and future stars because I still make content to this day. I have over 2,000 plus videos, almost 3K videos on my channel. So if you love basketball, you can't get enough of it. You want to hear it each and every day. This is the channel for you, and I do go 7 days a week for the most part. So this definitely can be a channel that can keep you full on NBA knowledge if that's what you're looking for. And if you've been on the channel, keep looking for content, keep checking the channel because it may be something you thought I didn't say or didn't bring up, and it's probably already on the channel. You just probably forgot, or you probably got busy, you probably was tired. We know how the world works, we know how things go, especially as adults. And I just want y'all to support the channel to any type of way that y'all can, even if it's just clicking on, kicking off, or just watching what you want to hear. And that's it. Support is support. Can't take it for granted. I got here because of that, and I got the fan base that I have because of that. Appreciation is what I need, and that's all I need to continue to do because I love the fans that I have, and I don't take those fans for granted. And I love the fact that the platform been growing all across the board on other social medias too. So thanks for checking out the content, and thanks for loving the content for what it is. Other than that, Thanks for watching. See you guys hopefully later tonight with more analysis.